Da sind Menschen. Da wollen wir hin. Ah.
Doctor, where have you been? I've little time to play hide and seek with new staff members, no matter how illustrious they may be.
I apologize, nurse. I needed some time to myself.
Ich brauchte etwas Zeit,
This has
um
been the
meinen
longest
Durst zu
and
stillen.
strangest night of my life. Nurse Crane, isn't it?
Crane?
Yes, Dorothy Crane.
Ah,
Welcome to Pembroke Hospital, Dr. Reed. Your office has been prepared.
dankeschön.
Good evening, sir.
So it is true. The famous Dr. Reed has joined us. I
Wir
can't
sind
think of
also
any
wirklich
better news during
berüchtigt
these
berühmt.
terrible times.
Do we know each other?
Actually, yes. We met once before at the Rockefeller University in New York.
Dr. Tippett, yes, I remember.
Corcoran ist überzeugt, dass Gwyneth Brannigan als Schwester überqualifiziert ist. Wir lernen immer mehr Leute kennen. Ist das nicht toll?
Any opinion about the man?
See you later, Alligator. Wer sind Sie?
Good
Kann ich
evening,
mit Ihnen
sir.
reden?
I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed. I'm new here.
I've already heard about you, Dr. Reed. I'm Milton Hooks, the ambulance driver for this shithole of a hospital.
That's quite a blunt introduction, Mr. Hooks.
Eine
You can
ziemlich
call me Milton.
schonungslose
I like to
Aussage.
speak my mind, Dr. Reed. Perk of the job. Don't judge me, and I won't judge you.
I'm not sure I understand what you're talking about.
Well, I'm no doctor, but I'm pretty sure a gun can't be used as a surgical instrument.
You have a keen eye. I learned to shoot during the war and have carried one ever since. Old habits die hard.
No need to explain, Dr. Reed. And if you ever need a better gun, remember, I may have something for you.
So.
Tell me why you're extorting money from some of the patients.
Ah, stimmt. Er ist das?
He'll have to pay me a little fee. That's all.
Where did you get the idea for such an immoral scam?
Funny you should ask. The first time it was from a patient who bribed me to get a bed. It's only then I realized I could make a fortune.
Das ist traurig. Aber wir haben jetzt, glaube ich, alles bei ihm. Ich würde nur ganz kurz gucken,
Wise choice,
was er für
Dr.
Waren hat.
A reliable gun is what everybody needs these days.
Patrone. Schrotpatrone. Hello.
Good evening, nurse. I'm Dr. Jonathan Reed.
Ah, das ist
the
die,
new
wo
surgeon.
Dings, wo der andere dachte, sie wäre überqualifiziert.
Welcome to the Pembroke Hospital.
Was ist das für eine komische
Did you
Ansicht?
It's a good thing I wasn't hoping to keep a low profile.
All members of staff have already read about your
Warum-
new blood
warum steht sie
transfusion
so?
technique. Dr. Swansea made sure of that.
I see.
Ah, guten Tag.
Good evening, Dr. Tippett.
Na, den kennen wir ja.
Dr. Reed, any good news to share?
You're exhausting yourself, Corcoran. Maybe you should think about preserving your strength.
No. We must keep on healing all those poor
Er ist so ein
souls.
guter Mann.
We are the last rampart before chaos. Once more unto the breach.
Dann gehen wir mal rein, ne?
Swansea is right. This place seems perfect to conduct my research. Good
Wer ist sie
evening,
denn?
miss. I'm Dr. Reed, the new surgeon at the Pembroke Hospital. And who are you?
Your name has no meaning to me, mortal. You're nothing but dust blown by the winds of eternity.
I beg your pardon?
What are you begging for, mortal? My clemency? Well, tonight maybe I'm
Wir
inclined
sind nicht
to mercy.
sterblich.
You'll never forget the night you met Thelma Howcroft.
You keep calling me mortal. Why is that? And if I'm mortal, what are you?
Well, Dr. Reed, if you must know, I'm a vampire.
They believe that they are putrefying, that they are dead.
Ihr Körper würde verwesen?
Or in your case, a vampire.
Delusional, you say? Oh, sad and petty mortal. You can't even begin to understand the concept of immortality. And you think it is I who am delusional.
Please, describe to me how you feel.
So, eine Verrückte also.
Be a vampire.
I can
Thelma leidet unter dem Coated-Syndrom und glaubt, sie sei eine Vampirin. Warum hielten die sich zwischendurch? Finde ich eher nicht Sinn. Hallo, hör auf mich zu schlagen. Hör auf mich zu schlagen und stirb. Au. Meine Güte. Au. Was? Wie? Ich bin tot. Warum hatte der aber rot leuchtende Augen? Was war denn mit ihm? Schlag, bitte Schlag, Schlag. Das wollte ich nicht. Die schöne Bank. Sorry. Wir wissen es nicht. Ah, Thomas Elwood. Fühlt sich für seine Entstellung während des Kriegs verantwortlich. Wir finden hier sehr interessante Sachen.
This must be the place. It's definitely
Oh,
away
Dr.
from
Reed.
prying eyes.
Ich habe zufällig mein Büro gefunden.
Relegated to the shadows. A kingdom of my own.
Mein neues Reich.
At least I won't be sleeping in a coffin.
Dann legen wir uns hin. Ich würde das gern noch haben. 1000 Punkte habe ich nicht. Warum ist denn das so teuer? Wir gehen mal an den Tisch. Ich kann die Formel analysieren. Ui. Und ich kann die Blutprobe analysieren. Soll ich jetzt... okay, jetzt schlafe ich wirklich. Okay, cool. Zurücksetzen? Warum sollte ich die zurücksetzen wollen? Bestätigen. Gute Nacht. Oh, good morning.
Yes, Nurse Crane? How can I help you?
I'm so sorry. I know Dr. Swansea wanted you to rest, but we have somewhat of a crisis.
A crisis, you say?
Our supply of antiseptics is nearly depleted. I was hoping there was another box up here, but... However do you mean?
If combined correctly, certain household chemical products can be used in a pinch instead.
Sie sieht
Now,
nicht sehr
where's the
begeistert aus.
hospital storeroom?
The storeroom? Fat chance. This is the Pembroke, and space is luxury we don't have. Everything used to be stored in the old morgue.
Perhaps I should look there first. Where is this morgue? The abandoned morgue behind the hospital. A small door at the end of a narrow...
Nice.
On my way then.
Ich sehe gerade, unser Blut ist leer. Heißt das jetzt, wir müssen jemanden aussaugen?
How long have you been a nurse?
Or long enough to see that the epidemic is winning. And no matter how
Nicht sehr optimistisch, die Dame.
don't tell me you'll change that.
Nurse Hawkins, the Spanish flu won't last forever. Even the Black Plague didn't kill everyone.
I wish I could believe you. But what if this epidemic was worse? What if in the end, nobody was spared?
Dann ist das
You
halt so.
must get a hold
Meine
of
Güte.
yourself, nurse.
Sorry, I'm exhausted.
Oh. Lass uns mal mit einem Patienten reden.
Good evening, sir. Can I help you?
Unless you're here to fix my face.
Ach, er!
I don't
Stimmt.
think you can
Der.
help me.
I'm Dr. Reed. I've recently taken the position of head surgeon here. War injuries, am I right?
You guessed right, Doctor. German shell took my pretty little
Immer
mug
diese
right
Deutsch.
off. But they still call me Thomas Elwood.
How close are you to Miss Hawcroft? Are you aware that she thinks she is a vampire?
To wait for her next nibble is the best reason to stay here. Every time she approaches my
Und von
bed,
mir
she
zu
treats me
naschen.
as if it's tasty. A normal person.
Aren't you afraid? She may hurt you if the game goes too far.
She's quite harmless, I can assure you. Her head's broken inside is all. While I'm busted on the outside. But she's still beautiful. Living proof that there's hope for me.
Für Thomas ist Tamara Howcroft der lebende Beweis, dass es noch Hoffnung für ihn gibt. Irgendwie ist es ja süß, ne?
You do realize she's mentally disturbed. It's called the Cotard syndrome. She truly believes she's a vampire.
In her madness, she never refers to my scars. And frankly, if I could, I'd join her world. It seems much more fun than the real one.
You know you can't hide forever. One day you'll have to face your loved ones. Until that day, you have no
Ja,
chance.
man kann
of
sich
real
nicht immer
recovery.
verstecken.
Friends
Man
all
kann nicht
died
vor
in the
allem
trenches.
davonlaufen.
It's shameful enough to be alive with these stupid scars. I don't want my children to see me like this.
Ich denke nicht, dass deine Kinder etwas dagegen haben sollten. Thomas schämt sich so sehr für seine Wunden, um seine Familie zu sehen. Hallöchen,
Good
Püppchen.
evening, Miss Howcroft. How are you tonight?
I need
warm, rich, vibrant blood.
Tell me, Thelma, why do you feel so attached to Mr. Elwood? Why him?
I'm not sure, Doctor. I think we have a bond of some sort.
Ah, okay.
We've both suffered so much. He's the only mortal I find interesting.
Ah. Da darf ich nicht rein. Wer sind Sie?
Good evening, Mr. Hampton.
Oh, Mr. Ah, den wir mitgebracht haben, der mit dem Boot war.
Sir, I must apologize for my behavior.
Endlich haben wir ihn.
I was not myself in the factory. Fear and exhaustion made me say awful things to you, I'm afraid.
You remained perfectly nice and polite. A little delirious, perhaps. But who wouldn't be after enduring an abduction?
Thank you, Doctor. That's a relief.
Thank you,
Now all I
Doktor.
need to do is rest and return to my flock.
So, den haben wir noch gar nicht. Na, schon Freunde
Have you made
gefunden?
friends since you arrived?
Not really, but I recognize Miss Harriet Jones.
So, hier waren wir noch gar nicht. Kann ich mit dir reden? Ja,
Good evening, sir.
okay.
I'm Dr. Reed. May I help you?
I don't know if a third opinion is needed. Your colleagues are already
Your
arguing about my
colleagues.
condition.
I see. Would you mind telling me more about your situation?
I'm Harvey Fiddick. All I want is to get me bloody arm fixed properly.
You seem worried about the safety of your family. And it's obviously the reason why your wound troubles you so much.
I cannot give up on my children now. They both need me living.
What about their mother, if I may ask?
She died in 1915 during one of the first Zeppelin
Lange ist
raids.
her.
We never found her body.
Tell me more about the death of your wife, Harvey.
1915. I was in the army.
Irgendjemand schreit im Hintergrund.
Building workshops for the Royal Flying Corps. Helen was happy I wasn't sent to the front.
What happened?
The Germans sent Zeppelins to bomb the construction site, but they missed their target. My wife was bringing my dinner when the bombs fell.
Tell me about the doctors who are arguing about your case.
Strickland and
Erst mal wissen,
Aykroyd.
was mit ihm übrigens da los
They
ist.
both want the best for me, but there's a lot of pride there. Doctors are no different from carpenters, it seems.
What do you mean?
I often had professional arguments with rivals on a building site. Difference is I disagreed about wooden nails, not flesh and bones.
Ah. Krankenhaus ist voll. Sehe ich nicht so, weil viele Betten sind leer, aber ich weiß gar nicht, ob wir jetzt alles abgelaufen sind.
Good evening, Doctor. I believe we're going to be working
Mit dem
together.
haben wir noch gar nicht geredet.
Dr. Swansea informed us of your arrival, but I could not dare to believe we'd have such good fortune. Such an honor, sir.
Danke.
Thank you.
Danke.
And you are?
I am Thoreau Strickland, Dr. Thoreau Strickland. I'm a great admirer
Dr.
of your work,
Strickland.
Dr. Reed.
Tell me more about your willingness to experiment with new medical techniques.
Harvey Fiddick is a patient suffering from a severe injury that could cripple him if not treated correctly. I'm convinced your blood transfusion technique could help him.
What is it you really want? To save him or to prove your point?
Fair question. I want nothing but to save my patient, Dr. Reed. Especially since I know Mr. Fiddick's story. Ashamed of putting his children at risk
Ach nee, ist
because
heute
of his
andere,
own
ne?
negligence.
Information. Harveys Frau starb während des Krieges. Harvey macht sich selbst für sie... Achso. Oh. Oh. Den können wir noch töten, oder? So, generelle Frage. Da bist du. Guten Tag.
Good
Hallo.
evening, Milton.
Good evening, Doctor. Still trying to save lives?
Ja, klar.
I have some good news, Milton.
What? The epidemic's over?
I retrieved
funny.
your wallet with all the money and a certain picture.
Well, yeah, Pippa Hawkins is my girl. So what? Is it the difference of skin colour that bothers you?
Not at all, Milton.
Good.
Milton und Schwester Pippa sind ein Paar.
Please, take this money anyway. To remind you to keep your mouth shut. Not everybody is as broad-minded as you, Dr. Reed.
40 Schillinge.
What's going on between you and Nurse Hawkins?
Pippa's tired. Tired of all this shit. tired of all those corpses piling up. She's as depressed as I am.
Wer wäre das nicht, ne? What the fuck? Was ist hier? Influenza, häufig von Lungenentzündung begleitet. Bleiben Sie zu Hause, um die spanische Grippe in jedem Fall zu vermeiden. Was ist hier los? Ich bin niemand. Lasst mich in Ruhe. Alter, ich kämpfe doch jetzt nicht gegen 7 Leute auf einmal. Ihr könnt mich mal weg mit euch. Wow. Okay, da muss ich anders vorgehen. Wow, das ging schnell. Wow, ich bin wieder hier, ernsthaft. Gut, dann, gesund, finde ich toll. Können wir eigentlich irgendwen killen? Nicht, dass ich das machen wollen würde. Aber ich kann hier Sachen looten, das ist doch schön. Bleistab. Hier hinten geht's weiter. Hier war ich noch nicht. Ah, hier ist die Leichenhalle. Dann würde ich sagen, gehen wir da mal rein, ne? Planänderung. Ich gehe davon aus, jetzt ein bisschen kämpfen zu müssen. Ist jetzt an sich kein Problem. Oh. Guten Tag! Super angenehm hier durchzulaufen, zu wissen, dass auf dem Flur jemand hockt, den wir nicht mögen.
Balls of Mars, fortifiers. As popular as they are ineffective.
Ach so.
They do contain iron tartrate and that might prove itself useful.
Wow. Ich weiß nicht, ob Schießen gerade krass Lärm verursachen würde. Aua. Deswegen lasse ich es einfach mal. Ich muss einen Schlag noch. Nice. Hallo, schlag doch nicht nochmal. Zigarettenetui, ganz wichtig. Schilling, ich wollte gerade Pfennig sagen. Excuse me? Bitte bleiben Sie da, wo Sie sind. Tür? Wir wären Ihnen sehr dankbar. Ach, da liegt was. Mitnehmen. Ah! Fucking Bastard, Alter. Du Hund. Kann ich den eigentlich auch angreifen mit 2? Es gibt mir Gesundheit, ne? Und es macht ihm Schaden. Dann, würde ich sagen, gehen wir wieder runter. Ah! Wo ist er? Da war doch gerade jemand. Guten Tag. Das ging ja schnell. Da ist doch jetzt safe der Riesenboss hinter, oder? Wo ist er? Ach, da. Jo, Digga, was ist denn mit dir? Jo, Alter, was ist denn? Au. Ich muss auf meine Ausdauer achten. Er kann sich halt teleporten, das ist voll assi. Warte, meine Ausdauer ist scheiße. Aber ich mache ihm ganz gut Schaden. Nein, du kriegst mich nicht. Oh, wie, es sind 2. Ich muss mich heilen. Ich muss mich heilen. Ich muss mich heilen. Geh weg. Lass mich in Ruhe. Ja, Blut. Ich finde das so toll, mit gegen dich zu kämpfen. Das macht mir richtig Spaß. Ui. Nice. Das war schon?
These skulls can be so ferocious. I'm not sure I can defeat them without becoming stronger. To drink blood is so tempting.
Ansonsten kann ich hier nichts mehr looten, ne? Ich gucke lieber zweimal. Wir gehen einfach raus. Also weiter zu kämpfen. Wir sind fertig damit. Wir schließen das jetzt noch ab. Und dann... war's das für heute? Da. Unbekannt. Da. Wir sind da. Nice.
Finally, you've returned, Doctor. Did you find anything of value?
Ich habe dagegen Leute gekämpft. Ja, ich war hier voll heftig am Kämpfen. Und jetzt sind sie wieder da. Ah, danke.
Duty calls. When the storm has passed, I'll show you how to mix the remedy yourself with the same basic ingredients.
Many thanks, Doctor.
Ja, danke.
When you finish,
Bitte.
you ought to report
Bitte.
to Dr.
Sehr
Swansea in
gerne.
his office. He's been looking for you. Seemed pressing.
Sprich mit Edgar Swansea. F.
Please, Jonathan, come
Ich stehe auch mal random in meinem Zimmer an meinem Bürotisch und halte einen Schädel hoch. Total normal.
Is it not? In the last decade, so many mysteries have been brought to light with our microscopes. The human body, biology's penultimate frontier. The more we explore its boundaries, the less we're able to trace a clear line between life and death. You, my friend, have a foot in both countries. The view must be vertiginous.
It's at least as vertiginous as chatting about vampires with you, I would say.
Okay.
This must be all so new to you. This area of town, the hospital, a brand new life. How stimulating it must be.
I wish I could share your enthusiasm, Dr. Swansea. But my condition defies scientific categorization. Undead? Unalive? Immortality defies logic.
I cannot express my thrill at this serendipitous turn of events. The world's most eminent specialist in blood transfusions, a vampire. One might say a gift from heaven.
There is an absurd poetry to my situation. Physician, heal thyself.
Forgive me. I've been an admirer of your work for a long time, and now you are so much more than a brilliant physician. And please, call me Edgar.
Edgar. Sie müssen sich nicht
There is
entschuldigen.
no need to apologize, Edgar.
Edgar.
You offered me sanctuary when I had none.
Very well. I have a task for you, Jonathan. Something that will require all your newfound skills.
Please, go on.
Ich bin ganz
Pembroke only
Ohr.
survives through the generosity of our benefactors. Unfortunately, our main donor has found herself in a bit of a bind. Now, if you could help her out...
A
Natürlich.
spokesman or politician is what you need.
Alles, was Sie
That's
wünschen.
not my
Edgar.
call. And until I come to understand what has happened to me, I require discretion.
Discretion is in order, Jonathan. Lady Ashbury has recently received rather indelicate correspondence that, if revealed, would jeopardize her position.
Das ist nicht schön.
And you would like me to eradicate this threat?
By the stole, of course not. I would just like you to pay her a visit. Her ladyship is certainly near the tents outside, tending the sick. You can't miss her. Look for someone impossibly delicate.
Accepted. I'll see what kind of trouble Lady Ashbury is in.
Gut. Das machen wir beim nächsten Mal dann.